UK Goosebumps here, and today we're going to be doing Why I Quit Zombie School. If you hear me coughing through the video a bit, then it's just because I'm still a bit ill. So anyway, this starts off with the main character called Matt, and he's at a new boarding school. And he already sees some weird stuff about this boarding school, like all the kids walk really slowly, and the lunch food is like rotting meat and rotting fruit and stuff. And he soon finds out all the kids are zombies, and he makes friends with three kids, Franny, Angelo, and Angelo's brother. I've forgotten his name. And Angelo and his brother have really white eyes, no pupils. So that already confirms his suspicions of everyone being zombies. Franny tells him everyone is zombies and that she is human, because she's the only human. So at this point, he really wants his parents to come for Visitor's Day, because he really wants to get out of the school because he's scared. So his parents comes for Visitor's Day, and he tries to prove that everyone's zombie by showing them that the kids jump off the balcony and survive, because that's what they do for fun. And just as they're about to do it, that his parents look away, so they don't believe him, and they leave, and he's stuck in the school with these zombies. Anyway, the next day is the school dance, so he goes there, and he notices a group of boys are checking him out, like sussing him out to see if he's a zombie or not. So Franny suggests that he goes over to the food table and eats one of the rotting pears. So he eats this disgusting rotting pear, and that made me feel really weird, because it's described as like slushy and rotting and disgusting. So the description in this book is really good. And then a girl comes over to him and asks if he wants to dance with her. So he goes to hold her hand, and she notices that he's warm. So she shouts to everyone, "He's warm!" And this group of boys come over and say, "Okay, let's test him." So they take him to the balcony and try to make him jump off. But he pulls a fast one, and he has a rubber hand, so he quickly drops the rubber hand and hides his hand in his sleeve, and he's like, "Oh guys, my hand fell off," and they're like, "Oh, okay, he's a zombie, let's take him to the reviver room." So the reviver room is a room where if zombies get hurt, they can go in there, get electric shocked, and they can grow their body parts back, or heal up again or something. So they take him to the reviver room, and they put him in there, and they're about to shock him, but they all go away because they want to go back to the dance. So he comes out of the reviver room and Angelo is still there though. So he's like, "Oh yeah, my hand got fixed and everything." And he's like, "Oh yeah, but why is your hand still warm?" And he goes, "Oh, it's just because of the high voltage." Anyway, so the next day, he's still worried that people will find him out. So he puts on this zombie makeup with like blue face, because he's noted that some of the kids have a blue tint to their face. So he puts on this zombie makeup, and it's all going fine until he goes to gym class where he's playing basketball, and it actually starts to, because he's sweating so much, it starts to come off. So one of the kids noticed this, and they all start to chase him out of the building because they realise that he's probably living if he's putting on makeup to look like a zombie. So he goes to the back of the soccer field and climbs a fence, and the zombies don't know where he is. So behind this fence, there's a massive cemetery with all the kids' names on the gravestones, and including Franny. So he's figured out, Franny's lied to me. So Franny's lied to him, it turns out, and later on, someone throws down a rope ladder over the fence, and it's actually Franny, and she goes, "I'm really sorry, I had to lie to you, the others made me. Whenever a new kid comes into this school, all the other kids make sure to tell whether the new kid is zombie or not." So yeah, it turns out she isn't actually human. So he goes back to his room, sneaks in, and puts on really extreme zombie makeup. So he has a bloody stump as an arm, there's blood oozing from it. He has cuts in his neck, cuts across his body, black eye, like blood everywhere, really bad. And he's wondering if the kids will notice or not. So he goes out into the hall again, and none of the kids notice. But then all the kids are like, "Oh, we need to fix him, take him to the reviver room," because they think he needs reviving because he's really hurt. So they take him to the reviver room, they all put him in there, and there's an old man running the reviver room, and he says, "Oh yeah, revive you up, make you feel a little better." It's pretty creepy. So he pulls the thing, and there's no voltage left in the reviver room though, so it doesn't work. So he's like, oh, thank God, and quickly wipes off all this blood and this makeup, so there's nothing there. So it doesn't look like he's been hurt at all, and looks like he's been revived. So he goes to the old man, oh yeah, I've been revived. So then he goes back out, and all the other kids are like, oh, okay, you're fine. A week later, he's at a new school because he managed to convince his parents that he didn't like that school and he wanted to go to a new one. So he tries to get a drink of water from this water fountain, but it comes out like red, like rusty colour. So he wonders if there's something wrong with it. And then a man comes up to him and says, oh yeah, hi, I'm the headmaster here. Welcome to the Academy of Dracula. And that's how it ends. So he ended up in a vampire school at the end. So yeah, my thoughts on this book. I think it was a really good book. My favourite thing about this book, out of everything, is the cover. One sec, let me turn this light off. Just look at this cover. Look at that. Look at the eye falling out and everything. It's so cool. So yeah, my favourite thing about this book was definitely the cover. I really enjoyed the book thing in general though. The plot was amazing. I like the twist ending, how it wasn't, you know, it was exciting and it ended like that. It's a classic Goosebumps twist ending, you know. So yeah, it was really good, I think. Yeah, and that's all I have to say about it. The next review will be Don't Scream. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Also, I'm going to be making a video because I got loads of Goosebumps books for Christmas and I have finished the original series. So after the Hall of Horror series, I'll start doing the original series. And I've also just bought Live on Stage Goosebumps book. So that's going to be very rare. That's one of the rarest Goosebumps books, I think. So yeah, I'll be really cool to show that off and I'll make a video on it. I hope you enjoyed the review. If you make any suggestions to do anything better, maybe something to do with the lighting or the audio or something, then yeah, go ahead and suggest. But I really hope you enjoyed this review and thank you.